Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Ascend Messages. My name is Bobby, and I will be your guide for today. Today, I am going to do some channeling. I've got a couple of messages written down. As you can see, this is my new homestay at the moment, and I've positioned myself in this place because I really wanted to show you guys these pillars behind here with the pool. The reason why being is that when I was about 19, I had these visions coming through me, and they were all to do with Pleiades. And I saw dolphins coming up from the ocean, obviously, coming up to the actual veranda, I'd say you call it. It was all marble, and they had these big pillars, and I used to draw pictures about that sort of stuff because it brought me into such a beautiful feeling. And now I feel like I manifested it in real time because this is the house that I'm staying at for the next 40 days. So, like, this is what happens, I suppose. We end up eventually manifesting it and grounding it somewhere along the line. Anyway, I wanted to show you that. Hey, Jeannie, good to see you. And Kate Forsyth, good to see you. And Sky, thanks, good for you. There is one other thing I want to admit at the moment. So I found this little bottle of something. It was a herbal extract, and it's called Astral Aya. And it's just like flower essences and stuff like that. And it's supposed to take you through to the astral and that sort of thing. And I thought, it's all above board and that. Um, but it says assists in opening up energetic channels and expanding consciousness with the master plants, flower essences, affect subtle body energy, and therefore they are if taken in quiet spaces, they can enhance perception. So I just dropped a few drops in my mouth before, and I've never, ever, ever done anything like that before, especially before channeling. If anyone's been following me, I don't take anything at all. I don't need to, but it was just like, you know what? Let's see what happens. I feel a little. The thing that happens straight away as soon as I took it is it just steals my mind. So my mind's feeling very still at the moment, but I am feeling a little hot here. It's the only position I could find. I couldn't go down in the pool area because there was no internet there. So I had to find a position up on the stairs, and there's no aircon here, but I have turned the aircon on in the top room, hoping that it's going to, come down a bit and just chill me out, because as soon as I took it, it's like, yeah, I don't know if it's a hot flush though as well, because that can happen with me too. Anyway, let's get into these channel messages. And the thing that my team was wanting to bring up was there's a few things to discuss. There was why relations are failing. This was actually inspired by a question that somebody put up on Facebook, and I just channeled through this message. So I wanted to get into that a little bit because people are questioning it out there. Why aren't we having the same relations as what we did, in the past, and that sort of thing, and what's really going on? And then also I wanted to discuss these new gifted entertainers, which I did do a short video yesterday, put it up on my Facebook page, but I haven't done anything on YouTube, so I thought I'd bring that up. And then they wanted to bring me into new understandings of reality coming in. I don't know what that's about yet, so we'll see what goes on with that. Then I will open up the chat bar, as I always do, for some free chat bar readings. I have my tarots just underneath the table for that. So let's get into this. So the question was, to begin with, why are so many couples breaking up? And this was my answer. This is the channeled answer that came through. If the connection was codependent, a codependent one, then it will fall away, as we are all finding our sovereign selves that will connect with only other like-minded souls to create communities based on support for all as one. So, just getting into that feeling of our connection and what's really going on in the past. It was all to do with the logical, looking outside ourselves. How do we look in front of others and that sort of thing? And so marriages were a confinement, almost like a legal document. You're stuck with that person forever, which actually can inhibit the growth of the evolution of the soul as well. When we do have that in front of us, it can be that that person was. Or had a soul agreement to stay in alignment with you throughout this whole one journey. But there are many times where a soul might want to grow further than the other soul. And so to lock ourselves into contracts like that, it's going to be none and void. It's going to be none and void. This is the reason why there are so many divorces at the moment, because people are actually improving themselves from the inside out. They're not looking at how they look to others and, oh my God, if I get divorced, what's Aunt Mavis going to say, and that sort of thing. It's more of wow, this doesn't feel good anymore to me as I'm moving along in this relationship, and I'm asking the other person to come up with me, but they can't seem to come up with me. And so, it'll just sort of break away because you're not feeling good about yourself, and that's taking precedent to how you're looking to the outside world, which is the way it should be. So now we're really got a lot of energies coming at us to and asking us to improve ourselves from the inside out. And when we start to really look at that, those feelings that we have on the inside, not matching the people that are around us at that moment, could be friends, anything really, even workmates and stuff like that. When it's not matching, there will be a void or a place or a hermetizing of of a person that is evolving, and as everything falls away because they are readjusting or aligning their frequency to something that is inclusive of the new feelings that they have. That's something that they want to reach, or yeah. So that can happen too. What else am I getting about that? New relationships and so forth. The whole grasping for something because you're feeling lonely as well. That is something that we're going to have to learn to deal with, because if we are feeling lonely, we generally aren't feeling connected. And when we're not feeling connected, see, I don't feel lonely anymore. I used to, and even actually, I used to feel a lot lonelier when I was with people and the wrong partner and that sort of thing. But when you start to really adjust or align yourself to the cosmos and your love sending out to the reality that's there, then there is that kind of fills the gap, and you fill your spaces, your day-to-day time and all that sort of thing with things that you really love. Then there's no real moments of loneliness, because whenever you feel a little bit of a void or of oh my God, what am I doing? Which is usually coming from that logical masculine mind looking outside itself. And am I feeling loved? Then I just adjust my frequency to what's going to make me happy in this moment, and that's fulfilling enough. Where when I was with someone, especially if they're avoidant, which was the last person I was with, there was a lot of moments of looking for them to support me and them turning their back on me, and I had to find that support within myself. So now I'm becoming a whole self, like a world within myself, and now I move through this world like that. So everything that comes towards me, if I go out and do a job or something, I meet people on the way, and when I meet people in that moment, they are have if I feel like talking, I talk to them. If I don't, then I don't. But I don't have it in my head of, well, what's that person going to think if I speak and say something? And I don't have those silly little thoughts in my head that I used to have anymore. So that makes it adjust I've adjusted myself to including the outside world as part of my relations, even though they're only in that moment in my life. Um, so yeah, loneliness kind of just falls away, including even plants and animals. I've got pets that are here. There's heaps of plants that are here that are growing fruit and that sort of thing. I don't really even talk to them. It's just like, oh wow, you're so beautiful feeling, and thank you so much for all your fruit that you're going to be giving me because there's so much fruit here. Um, yeah, so that's really fun. Just thinking about these drops too. It's not really making much difference to my channeling if I really think about it. It's taking me out of my logical mind, but I always do that naturally anyway. I see if it can help me go deeper a bit as we go along though. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to discuss was about entertainers and new entertainers that are coming through. So we're actually having a lot of entertainers crumbling. As you know, we've got the e-files and that sort of thing that's come into our reality. I already knew about all of that from years and years ago, but the general population is starting to wake up, and I knew that this would go in waves. I've been channeling that. And because of this opening up of the signing of contracts, I literally had a dream many years ago of those that are becoming famous actresses and actors, and that were asked to sign a specific contract, and it literally it was like you have to jump through all these hoops to be able to be a famous person in this reality, because we pull all the strings and we say, who goes in front of the media, because we also own the media and that sort of thing. And there's been a lot of movies and all of that created, even so we're not just talking actresses and actors, we're talking producers as well and directors. A lot of movies that are created, if they that are doom and gloom when it comes to alien species. They're not there's nothing out there that really sends a very good story. I could certainly create a movie that could send a really good story out about the ETs and stuff, the benevolence that are here to generally help us, because I've had so much interaction with them within my, not, some of it's been in my own mind, but a lot even outside of myself when I saw them and they were visiting me. So that there's the dancers and all of that sort of thing. They all had to kind of sign a contract if they were going to become mega famous. That's what I was shown in this dream. And then I was told a lot of other stuff as well after the fact. And then I come across clips of things that you're finding out about. So these clips of children that have been processed through this, and it's not a very nice story. I don't really want to go into it. They came clean as well. I'll try to dig up one of the videos, and I might put a link down below, but it's not the nicest video, it's just the truth. And I've always gone, I don't care what the truth is, I just want to have the truth, because that's how you pull your head out of the sand. Now, I was told, and I have been channeling, that there's new children being born with telepathic, telekinetic gifts, teleportation gifts, even, and they will come through as these magicians or these entertainers. And they are now showing up where people are like, actually, I've seen a few that are like telepathic and coming up as entertainers and guessing people, or not guessing, they're telepathically tuning into people's minds and telling them the story that they're holding in their mind and stuff like that. There's a few. And they're funny as well. So they've come through as these comedians and stuff. And they were born, like they're showing me, most of them, not all of them. Some were born in the 1900s, but there's some that are more that are going to come up in the 2000s, because it's the number of unity too, and its connection to be able to connect us back to the telepathic link that we always had. But they also gave me this really cool message, and that message was, um, benevolence are actually can disguise themselves as humans and then come into our reality as our new entertainers. And they are so magical what they can do that we're just going to have our minds blown by some of this so-called entertainment, which is kind of like a way to come in underneath the radar. They might have very vivid eyes or something a little bit different about them, but they hold a human form, and they're all benevolent that are coming through. This is the new entertainment that's going to show up to inspire us to become more authentically ourselves, and inspire our gifts within us. It's a very good way to do this. And maybe in the future, or the near future even, they might come clean and say, well, actually, I'm not from here, I'm from blah blah blah. I see that you could accept that now. So I also have all this other wisdom to give you. I'm not just an entertainer as such. And then it's kind of already in our game kind of thing. But it's also replacing those that have really just signed agreements out of, and they might be talented, those ones, like talented actors and that sort of thing, and some of them aren't. But those old entertainers, they were lured by greed, they were lured by power, and they were lured by fame. So it wasn't really justified in this new frequency. So they will be found out for what their soul contract was all about, and what they actually did to get into that. And it's not nice. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's not nice. Many, many, many of them. And the ones that did come like famous for a bit and then dropped off the scene, especially if they become famous in the 70s and 80s and then dropped off the scene, they were the ones that didn't actually sign the contracts. So just look out for that. And they might start coming forth again with their true talent. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a mixed bag for a while, but just use your own intuition as you go along and feel into what you're really feeling into. Yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting, Jeannie, because then we've got these true kind of benevolent beings in our reality. They're slipping in. It's so cool. Some of them are already there, and some of them are coming forth more and more because they feel safer, because the energy of humanity's awakening is at least giving them an opportunity to show their gifts, to actually show their gifts. So that's coming up as well. It's very exciting because gosh knows where we're going to be taken. I know in Pleiades, there's dances in Pleiades that emanate like frequency colors and all that sort of thing. Like they show ribbons of colors and they dance with these ribbons of colors, but it's actually energy coming from them. Um, and it's alluring because it's an energy that is taking the audience into a higher vibration as well. There's those that are going to be able to stand in front. Maybe they will come through as singers or something, but they have the capacity to be able to still their mind while they're there and still the audience's mind as well. Can you imagine walking into arena and your mind is just still and you find clarity? Oh my gosh, can you imagine what we can actually create when there's a bunch of us and there's clarity of mind, and we don't have all of the hoo-ha anymore? And then we can start to create from that point, that reference point, that supported reference point. It will feel supported because there is nothing in your head that is pulling you down and making you feel small for who you are and what your abilities actually are. So it becomes a clearer understanding of what your gifts are too. So that means you'll be awakening your gifts in the audience from these as well, from these people and these beings. I know I've stealed someone's mind once, because I knew I could steal my mind, and this person was taking a lot of ayahuasca trips. I've never done that. And I said to him, "You do realize you can steal your mind on your own?" And then he's like, "Really?" And I said, "I'll show you." I don't know what happened. It was like my team sometimes comes over me and gets me to do these things. Um, and I don't, I was like, wasn't like a boyfriend girlfriend, but we were just seeing if it would become more. Anyway, I side straddled him, just jumped on his lap, and I put my forehead on his forehead, and I just stilled my mind completely. And I hopped off, and honest to fact, he stayed there for 20 to 30 minutes. I didn't time it, but it was at least 20 minutes, if not 30. And he did not move. I was starting to wonder whether I hope I didn't do anything too, wrong, because he just would not move. But he said he'd never felt so still that he didn't want to move. He didn't want to break that feeling because it's such a euphoric feeling, and it's residing within each and every one of us. But we have to meet both sides of ourselves at love, at that point of love. So yeah. Anyway, so new entertainers will come forth and that sort of thing. See what else is coming up. That's right. They wanted me to new understandings of new realities coming too. There is going to be people that are going to awaken to uh, seeing life through. They're showing me a kaleidoscope. It's like many mirrors, seeing the paths before they arrive. And it's like seeing many mirrors of different paths in front of you, and then choosing the one that feels the best for you. This There's something about the way that we feel, and our frequency alignment is going to spark new understandings of what reality actually is. So we're stepping outside of the so-called five senses for sure, where everything is has a limitation so that we can have an experience of a solid world. But if we meet that solid world, if I meet this glass window at the frequency that it is held at, my finger can go through it, they're telling me. So that's really interesting. Um, so it actually opens up your reality to a whole other kettle of fish when it comes to reality holding. They're calling it reality holding, or frequency alignment, and it holds reality. And then when you come from that logical mind, you can solidify it again and have another experience. So showing someone walking through the forest and seeing it as if it's like a rush of DMT that resides. You can produce DMT in your body yourself, and that is where the spark of consciousness is meeting this. It's like the soul, which is a spark of consciousness, is meeting the logical mind, and now our reality, like a forest, will look like a kaleidoscope of colors, and you could see when something is ready to pass over or die, or when something is ready to flourish. You can see when the trees are ready to give up their wood for you to build from. You can see it. There's going to be people out there that can see this sort of stuff. So in them awakening these gifts within themselves, and they will also be able to find out what needs clearing, cleansing, what water needs cleansing, what is doing fine. They're taking me deeper into the earth and seeing life in inner earth life. It goes beyond, obviously, the roots of trees and into caves and crystals and other life forms that are there residing in another frequency. There's so many different perspectives of life that are held within the essence of earth. She is literally, through our own disconnection to the mysteriousness of all, um, it's the way they're putting it, then she knows that humans are held in a limited consciousness, that they can only they can't feel into her, and so they make decisions based on only logic and what they need to create through like a shelter or whatever, through the need to take and not feel into. So this whole new, there's like a whole new consciousness being developed within humanity that many are going to feel so much more within themselves through. They have to move through the guilt. They have to move through what's happened in the past and let go of it, and that's going to open up these gifts to be able to feel into more. So it is beyond the boundaries of fear, guilt, shame, victimization, and even anger. Through those, once we meet all of that at the stillness, the still mind, then that's where these gifts start to develop from. Very interesting. So this whole new reality game is going to change up, where we're not listening to the news for somebody to tell us, oh, we need another rule, we need another law, we need to cap this, we need to stop that. And that was all manipulation to bring through the rules and the laws and stuff to keep humanity in a small, confined consciousness. And that's now crumbling away. We're starting to see through the illusion and we literally had to be smacked, or the majority of humans had to be smacked in the face with the worst scenarios to be able to awaken them out of it. It might not seem like much is happening at the moment with those, they're not being held accountable and all of that, but the energy of humanity is we're going to take our attention away from them. We're not going to listen to them as much. And that means it's giving us a clear space to be able to create something new over here. And that's the worst thing you can do to a narcissist leader, guide, whatever person that is only looking outside themselves to control everyone. Because when you take that away from them, that they can't control you anymore, then they have nothing. They only have themselves to look at, and they will see their own mirror in the reflection of you taking your attention away. So, yeah, it's interesting anyway where this is all going. Oh my gosh. Um, sorry. Thank you so much, 100 years from now. You always give me a little dribble. It's so cool. Some money. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Donation. Here, that person always gives me a little donation. It's so sweet. Anyway, I just want to feel into anything more. Maybe we can ask the cards and see what's happening. Can you give us any more clarity on humanity's ascension process, where we're actually going, what we're actually doing? Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. We're finding our own abundance. Like, we aren't relying on something outside of us to find our abundance now. It might look completely different. Just be aware of that. Where we're being programmed to think we have to have a lot of money in our bank accounts and we have to have certain things around us and all that sort of stuff. This is more of a journey of matching a vibration that you are holding, which is your support system. Your support is your frequency from now on. I actually put up a little post that said, in the future, insurance companies and that sort of thing are just going to fall because you're going to have a frequency match. Humanity's going to start to realize in this new reality that it's more to do with frequency match. So you could buy up all the insurance you want, but if you're matching to the frequency of, oh man, I spent all that money on insurance, that means I hope there's something. You literally, frequency is going into making something go wrong. I did get insurance once, and that's when everything started to go wrong, so that I felt like I got value out of my insurance. So I stopped with insurance, and nothing has gone wrong since this happened. I mean, the worst thing that's happened to me recently was I did have a car crash, but I was warned. My team literally said to me, "You're getting a new car," while I was driving along, and then it was a week later. A car crashed into me, totaled my car. I was fine. I didn't even get whiplash or anything, which I was so surprised about because I really whacked my head back and forth. Um, and I got a new car, and this car is way better. It's a lot stronger. It's a lot faster. It can get up hills and everything. So no insurance needed because the insurance paid for everything. Anyways, okay. Let's see what else comes through with the tarot. But it's just that things won't look like you think they're going to look like you're going to win $1,000,000. It's more of a journey of frequency holding where everything just works out for you. And it's happening for me at the moment. Like I've got back-to-back house sit jobs until I go to Sweden. And now I'm going to go see my grandson, which has all been paid for. It's like, what the? I don't even, it's just incredible. So you don't realize just how much you are creating your reality, but doesn't necessarily mean you've got trillions of dollars or anything. It's a freedom that you've already put forth. Like I said, I didn't want to disturb my beautiful friend too much. So I put out that I would end up getting back to back house sitting jobs. And I did. Yeah. So we have the Emperor in reverse. It's so interesting that these cards are falling out in reverse. And it's very grounded, like 10 of Pentacles, grounding, grounding actual abundance around you in the moment that you need it. It comes, it just happens. It's like they're showing me like a falling away of the abundance, and it just keeps on replenishing itself. But you have to be able to accept as it comes through too. So if a gift is going to be offered to you and you've been asking for it, accept it with love and graciousness. And then, as it falls away or whatever, because you're transforming into another journey or whatever, let it fall away. And it's just like, don't try to hold on to everything. That's what we've been programmed to do, is to hold on to everything. And that's where it all comes unstuck and wrong, because we're now either in fear of letting it go, or we're not receiving it all because we don't feel we're worthy enough. So the Emperor in reverse, I think, is showing us this, like telling us to become a true emperor of your kingdom, your queendom, whatever, your reality. You are the sovereign self moving through this life and creating it as you go. Then to be an emperor, he knows the way, he knows where he's going, he knows what he loves and he knows what he doesn't. He has very strong boundaries on what he doesn't. So the path is very clear to him on where to go. And he also will ask his reality to meet him at certain places as well. And then you can up it and up it until you've got exactly what you really wanted in your reality. I'm still working on that myself, but it's so cool to have manifested a place with an indoor pool and these pillars that look like Palladian pillars, and I'm just like so excited about that, because how often does that happen, that you're living in a house like this? It's just amazing. But yeah, we all have this ability. There's nothing that I have done that you guys can't do as well, and even more so, like even better than me. So we have the Four of Wands. Like, this is connections, new relationships coming in, because now you're meeting yourself at this point of, I trust myself and therefore I trust others. I trust the path that I'm carving. I trust when I say that I'm going to go towards this happy place and this doesn't feel right, so here's a boundary. I'm trusting where I'm going and using your emotions appropriately for the moment. They're saying it doesn't, anger and all that sort of thing, it can be still used for your appropriateness, but meet it at a level, at a place of, what are you actually asking to gain out of you are meeting it. Like you could get frustrated with somebody, and then through that you get a little angry, and then you're like, okay, I can see now why I've been grasping for that person to be in my life, or I've been grasping for that person to give me an apology or whatever. So, okay, I choose to now let that go, but I'll let them know through my fire within me exactly how I'm feeling, so that they have a chance to either meet me or not meet me at the level. That can happen too. So it's like, see, you're choosing through authenticity rather than choosing through wanting a certain outcome and forcing others to be that certain outcome for you. So also look, I always look at myself. Am I fulfilling my own dreams? Am I fulfilling myself? Because I don't want somebody else outside of me to be fulfilling that. Because as soon as they walk away, then that means I'm left with a big open gap, a wound, a feeling of abandonment or whatever. But you can still move through this life using certain emotions, they're saying, because those emotions exist for a reason, but it is how you are using them. So we're learning in this new frequencies, in this new ascension mode, how to use our emotions appropriately. Always looking at ourselves first, and then appropriately moving with the fire if we need the fire, because fire is a substance, just like anger is outside of us, that tears down forests and that, so that new growth can be developed. So there is moments in your life where something might need to be teared down for you to have a new growth, that sort of thing. And you need to speak up for yourself and use assertiveness in that moment. I'm not saying everything is all roses. I'm saying everything is authentically you. If you're feeling down and out, own it. If you're feeling frustrated with someone, own it, and then move from that. But don't try to change them. Just let them know how you're feeling, and then let the cards fall where they may fall. But then look at yourself as, how are you processing this game, this new game, or that whatever's happening. Yeah. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed those channelings, and I will now open up the chat bar for some free chat bar readings for anyone who wants to have one, and we will go from there. Okay, Jeannie, thank you. I think you love every house you've been in. I do. It's so funny, Sky. Actually, I've always done that. Like, I've brought up my girls, and their dad sometimes took them. I've been a single mum twice, and I've literally done this all on my own with all of my girls. And when they went with their dad, I really loved my own alone time, and when they were with me, I really loved them being with me. And I feel the same with these quick transitions of house sittings. I just love being where I'm at, and I make the most of where I'm at. In the end, I want to bring more and more people physically into my life so that we can have more fun, but I always make the most of where I'm at. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so first one up, we got Jeannie. Jean, sorry, 3151. 3151. Jean. And tune in. And that is too many cards that have fallen. So I'm going to just bunch them all out. I'm sorry, but it's just too many. Like, we have about 6, and these are short readings. So I always trust. It's funny because I put them upside down in there. So there might be something in your reality that's feeling a little chaotic or upside down or something. Okay. Clear message for Jean 3151. Thank you. We have a cup. Like, emotions are running out here. This is really giving me a feeling of because it's an ace, new beginnings, but being upside down, it's like, oh my God, I don't know. It's like something new coming your way, and it's an emotional something, but it's like everything had to be cleared out first. And so your emotions are purging, or there's something about your I don't think you're handling this new beginning as well as what you was hoping, but it's all kind of relevant to the whole process of the new beginning. So if something is coming at you that's making you feel emotionally and you're not mind wise, you're not handling it as well, just turn it around and look at your mind and go, okay, and where can I help? How can I help myself through this? What's going to give me? They're showing me taking a mini retreat, you know, lighting some candles and going to have a bath or something, or anything that gives you just a feeling of peace or something. There's something about you not handling this emotional new beginning, but there is a reason for this. It is so that you can face something, because it had to be emptied out before something new can come in for you. And so just ride with it at the moment, ride with the wave rather than ride with the feelings rather than trying to stop them and think that, well, I thought I got through this, or I thought I'd been through this, or something like that. Yeah. See ya, Sky. That's what I'm getting for you, Jean. And Paula, Divine 777. Sorry, I'm just moving my legs. Kind of squished here a bit. Just feels uncomfortable. I don't want my toes to go asleep because they get pins and needles when they go asleep. Don't like it. Okay, so Paula. Oh, goodbye to Celtic. Bye, Celtic. Okay, Paula. Let's see what's coming up for Paula. I feel like getting another pack for you, but okay, we have sometimes too many, but they all came out in a block like that, and I thought it was just one. Now I've seen them. Six of Swords in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and Page of Cups in reverse. So you have all of these cards here. I feel like something new is coming in for you as well. Like the Six of Swords is moving away from something to gain new awareness and a new beginning is the Wheel. It's pretty much similar. And a gift coming. Why are they in reverse? So maybe you need a mini retreat as well. This energy can be quite full on. Oh, I feel like you're giving yourself that. Like you're meeting it. You're meeting it up from the depths, see? Releasing difficulty up from the depths. I feel like you're meeting this. And the other one is mindfulness, peaceful, and yeah, this is what I was feeling. Like I literally got the message channeled that you are meeting it at a peaceful mind. You're realizing that you can navigate through anything then. When you can navigate through your mind as things come up, you're starting to realize that you have got control of your mind. You are starting, you're doing it. You're doing the work. This is the work. And one, right? It's the new beginning again. And it's up from the depths. So yeah, you're actually doing really well. I see the star in the up from the depths as well. So I do feel a wish is coming in, as well as the Page of Cups, even though it's in reverse. An offering of some sort, waiting for it, still waiting for it, but just stay in this mindfulness. There's like a collection of energy coming towards humanity that is going to offer many of us gifts that we are grounding. We're we're starting to realize how much we are in control of creating our own reality instead of looking outside ourselves for somebody else to give us the laws and the rules and all that. And you're meeting it. Okay, I'm going to leave that at there at the moment. So who else have we got here? Diane Johnson. If you want to follow on one-on-one reading too, my link is down below. Yep. Okay, and we have the Ten of Pentacles for you, Diane. So that's good, and it was upright. So that's good, because that means you're going to feel fulfilled, like actual abundance, like physical abundance. And this card here, the world, like your world, you've definitely starting to learn that you are the world. You're the world. That's it. And this is contained by you, the way you think, how you project your frequencies and everything is all you. And when we start to realize that we are the world, we are everything in our outer reality as well as our inner, and it's only matching our inner. This is when the Ten of Pentacles come through. I think this year there's going to be quite a few people who are actually going to find abundance, and next year is going to feel a lot more peaceful. Still going to have that fiery essence to it, but a lot more peaceful, because next year is the fire sheep year, and I am born in the year of the fire sheep, and the last time that the year of the fire sheep happened was when I was born. So we're talking 60 years ago. So I feel next year is going to be, because the fire sheep are sheep and goats in a Chinese horoscopes is peacekeepers, but the fire one is the one that will go up, and one of the only signs that will go up in front of people and talk. And entertain as well. So yeah, I'm feeling like there are going to be some of us that are more inclined to get these gifts materializing in this year, and because they're more connected to that fire horse energy. And then there's going to be some that are, I don't know what it's about, whether it's to do with becoming a leader or a guide this year, and then next year is more of a level. I don't know why that's coming up for you, but yeah, you're doing well anyway. That's what I'm receiving at the moment. Mr. Sabuku, Mr. Sabuku. Really? If you're a fire sheep, Sky, then it would have happened before. I looked it up and thought that the last time a fire sheep happened was 1967. I could be wrong. I hope I am, and I hope that you are a fire sheep, because that'd be so cool. Oh, I'm not perfect. Who am I doing? Mr. Sabuku. So you have the Two of Cups coming out, and it's right in front of me like this. I think you might meet someone that is going to gift you a better reality. So your reality will improve from this meeting, because it's like the Two of Cups, it's like emotional meet. Almost like you've met yourself within yourself, and now you're ready to actually have this come to you. That's going to be, wow, that person's really adding a beautiful new flavor to my world. And then we have Death card coming in. So something has to fall away in order for this to come in. Or when this comes in, it's like a death to something, or a death to the way that you used to feel, a death to the way that you used to feel with relationships. like a new way of relationships coming into you. So in the past, it might have been maybe more codependent, and then now meeting this new way of relating to people is not so codependent. You've filled your own cup, kind of thing first. Anyways, I'll leave that at there. And who else have we got here? So Genie, Sky. I think I missed a couple. Anyway, Sky. It's too many. Sky, clarity for Sky, please. Clarity for Sky. Clarity for Sky. You have the Ace of Cups in reverse as well. That's interesting that that card's popped out twice. Clarity for Sky. And then the Two of Cups. So this whatever's happening here, some emotional releasing, which is going to start you on a new beginning, is bringing you into more love vibration, more love with the world and everything around you. So you might even see an improvement with all of your relationships, but it's almost like emptying the cup of what you thought was going to give you an emotional stability. That's been emptied for you to bring in the number 2, and it's progressing, so that's good. You're evolving. It's an evolution. You're evolving. Yeah. I'm really curious now to look up 12 years ago, whether it's a fire sheep. I think it would definitely be the sheep, because I think it's every 12 years, but I don't know if it's the fire sheep. I'm really curious. Don't know Chinese horoscopes that well. I only know my own, and I know the fire horse really well, energy really well. Okay, who else did I miss here? Genie, Creamer. Genie, Creamer. I see you winning a race because they're showing me this card that's here. It's not something that I'm shuffling, but they're showing me the achievement card, completion, rewards, winning something. Now, winning is relevant to you, not to anyone else. It's like you're winning your world. You're winning something. You won the race. You took a leap of faith and it paid off. King of Cups. Yeah, I'm not surprised. So this can also mean as an actual person coming in as well, but the King of Cups is fully in control of his emotions. He knows his emotions well, and to win the race, like the King is always winning his own race when it comes, especially the Cups. He's winning his own emotional race. Yeah. Yeah, and I see connecting. I don't know why there's a lot of this same sort of energy coming through for everyone, where it's to do with new relations, new connections, new something, and gifts coming and that sort of thing. There's a lot of that, and even if I pick up different cards or whatever, it's very grounded energy, like asking us to ground our own self-support into this reality, and what's that going to show up like, and how you're choosing it, and also new relationships coming through. It's just funny, eh? It's like very similar messages. I think because we're all kind of pulling together now with similar energies. You're welcome, Paula. Who else have I got here that I haven't done? Getting a little confused. Yeah, fire sheep. Yeah, occurs every 60 years with the Chinese zodiac cycle, characterized by passion, honesty, and outspoken personality. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're a sheep, Sky, but you're not a fire sheep. Yeah, you might be, I don't know, and you're another sheep. Earth sheep. There's metal, earth, fire, water, that sort of thing. There's another element. Yeah. Yeah, you are a sheep. I'm so glad that we looked that up. Because I was starting to doubt myself a little bit. Because it's something that I logically looked up. It's not something that I channeled. Okay. It's funny. I don't doubt my channels when I know them very well, when I feel that energy, but I will doubt something that I logically looked up. Okay. Tanyan, please, a general reading. Let's do Tanyan. Next 30 days. Wow, I'm only pulling a couple of cards, and we'll see what message comes through for you. This is just a free chat bar card. I mean, you can always book me if you want more. 20. We've got a card that's flipped out for you though. It is, there's more than one. 2 of Cups in reverse. Come on, you guys hear me shuffling, right? And the 3 of Pentacles. Might be some sort of disgruntledness around you for involving somebody else, where you're not quite seeing eye to eye. It's like with the three of Pentacles coming in, ready to create something new. And you know what it's reminding me of is like when you're in a house and you've decided you want to renovate, and your partner's decided, no, I don't want to. And then there's, but it's kind of like, who's going to win here? That sort of feeling. But it is an energy to look at. What are you trying to gain? Is it control, or is it to actually improve the lives of everyone around you? Because if you're putting it out there, I want this to go smoothly to improve the lives of everyone, then this will come in easily. And then all of a sudden the other person will have a different frame of heart in that. But if you're trying to do it just to be right or just to control, then it's not going to work out for you. So watch that over the next 30 days. Okay. Who else have we got? You're welcome, Diane. I like a general reading of what's ahead. K4 side. K4 side. Oh, well, it's just a short reading. I just do whatever's coming out in this moment. We do have 4 of Cups. So sitting and contemplating how you're feeling your emotions, how are you making yourself feel good about life. Sitting and thinking about how is it actually working for you, and are you really navigating your emotions and other people's emotions well, because that contemplation and understanding, and it's also they're showing me you will be offered. It's like someone's offering you something, but you're not quite seeing it for the value that it is giving. They're showing me an example of someone who is generally knocking on doors. I've seen posts like this, like little video skits and reels like this, where someone knocks on a door and they say, hey there, you don't know me, but I've got a really strange question. How much do you pay for your rent? And then the person's like saying, go away. I don't want you to, what are you trying to, you're just weird. Go away. And they shoo him away. And then he finally got to the door of somebody who had been praying for someone to help him with their rent. And when they opened the door to him asking, they naturally just blurted out the amount, and the person gave it to them. It's kind of showing me that feeling with this card. And like, be aware of an offering coming in that you might if you're too busy looking at what happened in the past and you're not living in the present moment, you might miss the opportunity, because there's a new way of the world coming in for you, or you seeing the world in a new way. You seeing your reality and the people in it and everything that happens in a day-to-day life, seeing it in a different way. When you're meeting it at the right frequency, you've already set up your boundaries that you won't be deceived, that you will see through lies. Then when someone comes to you with a real offer, then you will see it. So I think that you're learning to navigate what a real offer feels like, rather than just going blindly from your logical brain and what happened in the past, which can't understand or feel into your intuition anyway. So that's something. Okay. Who else have we got that I haven't done as well? I feel like I've missed somebody. I don't know. I might have missed somebody. Horsehaven. Earth sheep. That's so funny. I was going to say, I should have freaking said Earth. I was going to say Earth sheep with you. And then I stopped myself because I'm like, are you? Are you? Should have said it. Would have been cool if I had him. Okay. Horsehaven. Horsehaven. 5 of Cups. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Horsehaven. I just got a small message for Sky. Earth sheep, they're saying, is grounding peace in this world. And fire sheep is more igniting peace in this world. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Anyway, this is for Horsehaven. You have the 5 of Cups, which is, it's like victimization. Your victim thoughts are really showing up now. You're starting to see it very clearly in other people. And it's like, sore thumb. You see it. You're starting to see it. Just be careful, because sometimes the victim world in our inner world can show up in subtle ways that we don't notice. And then they have a 9 of Wands. This is kind of cool because it's in reverse. So all of those wounds that you have been holding on to and creating your world from are now falling away from you. And because you're starting to see that victimization now. And you're like, oh my gosh, all those wounds. And I'm really feeling into with you, past life wounds are starting to come up. So it might even not be relevant to it, might just like a feeling that you have, or where someone treats you a different way and you don't like it, and it brings up that wound, and then you're like seeing it for what it is. Turn it around and gift yourself what you need. Ask yourself, how can I gift myself what I need? That's going to help you release all of these wounds as well. You're healing not for just you, you're healing for heritage, like ancestors. Okay, it's kind of big responsibility. Some of us have a huge responsibility, but it's going to be all benefit for yourself, right, in the end. I'm glad it's a great live. Yay. Maybe it's the beautiful background of my cool pool that I swam in last night. It's such a cool place. I'll go live next time in front of something else. There's all these masks on the walls and that sort of thing. Kind of look a little bit different. I'm not going to say anything but different. But it's a cool little room. Might go there next. Anyway, it's such a beautiful place. And I'm here for a while, so that's really fun. Okay, is there anyone that I missed? Because I don't mind hanging, and if I miss somebody, I don't mind doing that for you. And if not, we can leave it here. And also, if please don't forget, I am a highly empathic channeler, seer, whatever. And my life has directed me specifically to guiding. So if you want a reading, I can tune into your soul and help you heaps. Okay, Cherie, we missed you. Okay, we've got Justice. Oh, that's so interesting when I said we miss you. It was almost like a feeling of there's a part of you that you've been hiding that the world needs. That's what I felt. And justice popped out for you. Look, she's blindfolded. Yeah, there's a part of you that the world needs. We've missed you. It's like, welcome, yay. That sort of feeling that's come up with this card. And justice will always have been served. And it is your time now, your time to shine, that sort of thing. They're getting me to get a Pleiadian card, so I'm going to get a Pleiadian card. The sun is in the central point. The mind is now contained. The balance has been found. And I see through more than just my eyes. That's the message I'm getting from the Justice card. Okay. Yeah, one just fell out. Didn't even need a shuffle, just popped out. The winged messenger. This might be what we're missing of you that's coming forward now. The winged messenger, creation, spiritual direction inspires my creative flow. Maya, the planet Maya, the planet Maya that is around Pleiades. You might even want to look that up because there was a reason why I chose the Pleiadian card. And yeah, the winged messenger, it's almost like you're connecting to a part of your higher self that's now wanting to come forth and show itself. Not so afraid anymore. It's not, fear is the thing that keeps these things hidden. And now it's time for it to come forth. So yeah, I'm really feeling into you for some reason. That's really interesting. Okay. Yay! Yeah, the Palladium pillars in my background. Look at the Palladium pillars. It's so cool. This house is incredible. So funny. You can't really see, like, there's a lot of reflection in the window here, but there's plants and there's all sorts down there, and there's neon lights at nighttime and stuff. So I feel like I'm in a little haven here. So cool. Cherie, got the chills. I know, right? I was getting the chills when I was reading for you. That's so funny. I was tuning into something. That was like a Palladian connection, a higher self, your higher self. Whoa, 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 whoa. I love this because there's so many of us awakening now that are starting to get it, and we're not directing our life by TV programs and what's going on out in the world and all that sort of stuff. And the less that I do seem to, like, they show up, this whole rah, 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 and then I give it hardly any attention. It seems to fall away from my reality, just falls away. It's like, yeah, I don't want that reality in my life. I want this reality. And then it falls away. So, yeah, just be aware of where your focus is going, guys, through this time, especially at the moment. Very important to watch where your focus is going. And you can shift things that quickly. So, remember that too. Only go as deep as you want to maybe help other people. I do tend to do that on social media. I'll go in, I'll send a message that is maybe not so positive, that I don't want to bring in my world, but I don't have any feeling with it. I just say it, I just post it. I don't sit there and dwell on it, and if I ever did, I wouldn't post it anymore. If I had still an emotional connection to that outcome that I don't want in my world, I remove myself from it and I won't post about it because I don't want to fuel it. That's how you fuel it. Okay, guys, love you all. Until next time, see ya.